Hi, Geometry. Just wanted to go over lesson 88, practice problem E, just in case you get stuck with this word problem or stuck on it a little bit. So we have Trevor has two appliances connected to a power supply that provide 15 joules of power per second. If X represents the power to the first appliance and Y represents the power to the second appliance, graph the region and show the possible power to each appliance. Use your graph to determine whether Trevor can send 7 joules per second to the first appliance and 6 joules per second to the second appliance. Now, obviously, it's probably pretty easy for you to determine that yes, he can, because 7 plus 6 is 13. That's going to be less than 15, so he should be fine. But let's work this out as the problem they're looking for. So let's create an inequality so that we know that over here that x plus y, so the joules per second going to each appliance has to be less than or equal to 15, because that's the maximum the power supply can provide, right? And let's get that in slope-intercept form so we can graph. All right, so y needs to be less than or equal to negative x plus 15. And by now you should know how to graph this, but I went ahead and did it on the screen here, or using Desmos. Desmos does a nice job of shading the region for you. Notice the line is solid because it includes this as a possible solution, or it includes every value on this line as a possible solution as well. And then everything in the shaded region is also a possible solution. Obviously this, because you can't have negative power draw for appliances. Generally, they won't create power. The negative values of this graph are irrelevant for this word problem. So we're looking for in this shaded region. So they want us to look if he can send 7 to the first appliance. So think of it like this. Let me change the color here. Think of this as like a coordinate pair. The first is x, the second is y. All right, so if we graph that approximately here and then what approximately here, around here would be the value. And since that value is in the shaded region, then yes, he could send 7 joules to the first appliance and 6 joules to the second appliance. Hope this breaks this down and makes it seem a little less confusing.